cloud. And we're recording now. I don't know whether I'm recording all of you guys or I'm recording that one, but there's only one way to find out, and that's to do that in the future. So today's class is inspired by some of the information I've got back from some of you. I like to keep anonymity. However, going on to the map. What I want you to do, guys, from home is, if the sound quality is good for you, I shall keep my voice nice and loud. I want you to come and sit on your mat. I always recommend you get a cushion or something to prop your bottom up with. Reason being is that you can sit with the spine a little bit taller. And what does that achieve for us? It creates a better functioning of the body. When the heart is stacked over the hips and the head is over the heart, our central line of our body gets to work better, so we balance the system out. Today's class is inspired for those people who are dealing with any level of anxiety. So it's obvious why we all might be feeling a bit anxious. Change is uncomfortable. We know one thing's the truth though, nothing ever stays the same. So I want to work through some ways of managing your anxiety, your stress, which is just another variation of anxiety. Stress of the unknown, financial worries, what am I going to do? I'm getting lots of messages from people, a lot, and when I mean a lot, people messaging up, please, you need to call me, I need some help. The people are getting so stressed, or they're dealing with a partner who's stressed and they really, really love that person, but they can't help them. They're doing all right, but their partner's suffering. They're not getting dressed, or that they're not going out the house. They're coming straight inside, or they can't go out the house. So this class is for all those people who are feeling stress, anxiety, or build up from the unknown. And I'm going to share with you a few techniques that I use. On a personal note, around about 15 years ago, I suffered with very severe anxiety, debilitating anxiety, where I couldn't actually function. The only way I could function was by drinking alcohol for breakfast. So we're talking a serious state of anxiety, and the panic attacks. So I'm not talking from that sort of yoga one, oh okay, so let's just relax and breathe and I'll be all right and feel your inner love. When you're anxious, yeah, and when you're feeling overwhelmed by life, you want to literally rip the head off someone who starts doing all of that. Oh, come to me, I understand. Yeah, or run away and cry. It makes you feel more lonely. So this is coming from someone who has walked in the shadows and found themselves stuck a little bit. So I'm going to share with you some of the techniques that enable me to get through it and then get used to it. Get accustomed to the feelings of uncomfortableness happening and recognising that and being able just to say, okay, I accept the way I feel. Because quite often when we're feeling anxious or stressed, we push it back down into ourselves. It's like a coiled spring. And the more we press down and the more we press down and press it down itself, that coiled spring gets more and more energy put in it till eventually something makes it pop. And that could be losing our shit, losing our temper, getting angry for no apparent reason, breaking down into tears, becoming mildly hysterical, all sorts of ways that our bodies deal with stress. And that, if we ignore it, that can come out in places like psoriasis, eczema, migraines, irritable bowel syndrome, all sorts of parts of our body will start to scream at us, we need to do something about it. So today we do my top tips on how to let it out, let it flow, let it go, let it be in the now. So let's do that to start off with. The first one we're going to do today, this is sort of like this is my base foundation for dealing with feelings when they come up. Okay, so number one, we're going to do alternate nostril breathing. Don't worry about getting this perfect. I just want you to show me your hands, give me a high five. High five to the camera, everyone. Lovely. We look like a little mini cult around the universe. What we're going to do is turn the palm towards our face, making sure it's your right hand that you're using. We're going to do the easy version of this to start off with. And we're just going to place 2 fingers to the centre of the space between the eyebrows. okay, which is your third eye chakra. Now your ring finger and thumb, I'm coming towards the camera, big face close up. If I'm on your big TV, I'm in your house. Ooh. So we want the ring finger and the thumb over the nose. These two fingers sit between the eyebrows. Those of you who've done Nadi Shoda before with me, you can draw the two peace fingers in and we make a hand mudra which sits. That's for the experts, okay? But for now, two fingers between the eyebrows, thumb and ring finger rest gently. What I've noticed over time is if we do this, we start to curl in. So I'd like you to put your left hand underneath your elbow. So you've got a nice little centered place to be. Lovely. Alternate nostril breathing. I'm going to inhale through both nostrils. Close off the right with the thumb. Exhale to the left nostril. Inhale left. Pause at the top. And then change nostrils. Exhale right. Inhale right. Pinch the nose. Pause at the top. Exhale left. Inhale left. Retain the breath. Exhale right. Let those shoulders drop. Let you sink down. Inhale right. Pinch the nose. Exhale left. Inhaling left. Close the eyes now. Pinch the nose. Exhale right. Inhale right. Pinch the nose. Exhale left. One more round. Inhale right. Inhale left, sorry. Pause at the top. Exhale right. All the way down. Inhale right. Smooth and easy. Pinch the nose. Pause. Exhale left. Keep the eyes closed. Release the hands and breathe through both nostrils. Just keep your eyes closed. And as you keep your eyes closed here, I want you to see how differently the body feels now. Focus inwards so you can feel a steadiness. And then when you're ready, gently open the eyes and just turn up the corners of the mouth. Now, when we come out of this and we turn up the corners of the mouth, I like to call it the fake it till we make it syndrome. It's a bit like dressing for the job you want. It's a bit like buying all that fruit and veg ready to eat healthy. When we turn up the corners of the mouth slightly, I like to think of it as sort of a Mona Lisa smile, a secret smile. We're sending messages to our brain that say stop clenching the jaw, take the tongue away from the roof of the mouth and drop the shoulders. And when we give it the physical signals from our body to our mind, because the fear and the worry is in the head, we then get control of the body and the mind will follow. So we'll continue with our anxiety stress release class. So sit nice and tall, get a little shimmy of the shoulders, a little loosen off, shake off the hands, jangle the system. Okay, good. Inhale, we'll draw the shoulders up. Exhale, we'll guide them down. Inhale, draw the shoulders up. Exhale, guide them down. In through the nose strongly, then moan out the mouth. Oh. Inhale. Oh. One more. Inhale. You can even om it if you're at home. Oh, all the way down. Good. Now I like to stir my spine. So we start to move in the body and stir around the edges. I call it the bowl of the self. Yeah. I always like a food analogy. Okay. So I like to imagine I'm on a big bowl, and in here is all the ingredients that is me. So it's flour and eggs and milk if you're going to make a batter. There's a vegan version, contact me for the recipe. But just stir around the edges of the bowl, get the clumps off the edges, find the edge of your body, move around and stir in, stir around. And then for obviously the expert bakes out there, the master chefs of you, imagine you're folding in whipped egg whites or the water out of your can of chickpeas. Always giving the vegan option. And then come back to centre, sit nice and tall. Inhale, float your hands up to the sky. Exhale, take your hands to prayer. We'll do a couple more of those. Inhale. And exhale, and let the gaze follow the fingers. Inhale. So, when we find stress and anxiety coming up, we tend to be focusing on one of two things. Exhale, hands back to prayer. Namaste, everybody. Touch your hair. Take the hands behind you. Reach with the fingertips. Inhale, lift your heart on high. Open the chest. Exhale, sink back and flop in. Good. Inhale, lift the belly, round it like a big fat Buddha belly. Exhale, chin in towards the chest. Inhale, we'll come back to seated. Exhale, take the hands to prayer. So, next one along the line, one of my favourite ones is to move the energy side to side. So, while I get you to just give yourself a nice belly rub. And so what happens is when we get anxiety, what is it? Okay, it is the fear of either the unknown, something in the future, the what ifs, the could haves, the oh God, if that could happen or this could happen, which isn't happening right now. Or it's the worry of what we've already done. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have made that decision. And we can stay in those places of suffering. But when we get in contact with ourselves, start rubbing into the right leg, and we pay attention to our physical body, we get in the now. That's why yoga works. Move over to the other leg. Hello, leg. Sorry, legs. I've been taking my legs out doing a hell of a lot of running. And they are sore. And then both legs. So it's almost as if you're rooting yourself down into there. I am in this body. I am in the now. Here I am. Taking the hands up to the heart. And the hands should be nice and warm and place them over your heart centre. And then take your breath to the centre of you. So by now, you should have fully arrived on your yoga mat. You're here, you're now, this is happening. Whatever happened in the past, it's gone. Can't change that. It is what it is, old boy, old girl, it is what it is, yeah? The future, that's not happened yet. No, that's not happening. This is happening right now. You're with me, together, and this is the real moment. This is where we're going to stay for practice. And it's a bit like a muscle. The more you practice the now moment, she says, grabbing the epic book, The Power of Now. Just warning you, buy the abridged version. This will mess with your noggin. Okay? By being in the now, we reduce the stress. So let's get on with some movement on the mat, but I'll keep giving you some top tips as we go through this on how to reduce the anxiety before it turns into panic attacks. And you don't want them. They are not nice, okay? They make you spend a lot of money on alcohol or drugs, so let's not do those. I digress. To my dear friend, Debbie, thanks for putting up with me through some of those times, mate. Deb could tell you some stories. Both Debbies could. All Debbies could. So come onto your mat. Simplest one of all, cat and cow. We do it every time you start a yoga practice, but I want you to put it in your head today that we're doing this with purpose. Isn't it just, oh, cat and cow to warm up with? Feel yourself connected to the earth, hands spread, check. Knees underneath hips, check. So, we want to feel the breath in the body as we do this. As we inhale, the belly rounds and the heart comes through the window of the arms. As we exhale, we draw up and inwards, and you think about the navel being drawn into the back of the spine. Inhale, heart forward, belly open. Exhale, curling under. So, to give yourself focus on the movement, inhale. We're going to focus on our tailbone to begin with. Exhale, curl the tailbone under, ripple through the vertebrae and take the chin into the chest. And then start with the tailbone again. Tailbone goes up to the sky and it ripples all the way through to the tip of your nose till you look forward. Tailbone starts again, rippling under, curl, 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 and chin into the chest. Tailbone goes up. I want you to feel, as you do this, with your own breath, as if you're making waves through the spine. Beautiful, slow, unctuous ripples. And to give you even extra focus in your body in and out, I want you to make them smooth and sweet as ripples on a beautiful clear lake. Smooth ripples. If someone's just dropped a stone into the water and those circles coming from that entry point are those beautiful ripples. Equal, measured, and smooth. Good. And that brings you into that moment. Just because we should, we might not be used to having the hands like this. I'd like to take hands a little bit further forward and open close. We're going to tuck the toes under, easy downward dog, always there. Exhale into our downward dog. Gaze between the toes. Pedal your feet. Walk the dog, as we call this. And then take the knees back down to the mat. Nice and steady. Good. We're going to go back to the undulation of the spine, but we're going to add in some, those of you who do yoga with me regularly, you know what's coming, okay? So we're going to curl underneath the spine, take the chin towards the chest. You're going to have to concentrate on this. Inhale, fill the belly, arch the spine, cow pose. As you exhale, look to the right hip. Good. And then come back to the center. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, look to the left hip. Inhale, come forward. So now we've added in the addition. Exhale, curl under, of the side to side action. Inhale, fill the belly. Look to the right. Then look between the knees. Look to the left hip. And then look forward. We'll repeat. Look to the right hip. Look between the knees. Look to the left hip. Look forward. Okay, glue it together so we make a full movement of the bowel of the body. Now, let the shoulders move. And normally when I teach a yoga class, I make everyone close their eyes to do this, because as being of a British nature, wiggling our bums in a room full of people is highly unacceptable. But you're at home now, so I want you to give it the full movement, the full waggle, the full showing off your bottom. And then, if you can, take it the opposite direction. This is going to make you think. All of a sudden, as you're looking over, left hip, between the knees, Right hip, look forward. Left hip, look between the knees. Right hip, look forward. And off you go. You're going to spiral that body. And then let the movement move all the way through your shoulders, your hips, maybe even the facial muscles. And then come back to a stationary position. Good. Swing back round and come back to sit on your bottom facing the camera. So, what is that going to work? If you're going to do 2 things when you feel anxiety rising, you can go anywhere and take alternate nostril breathing. Anywhere. Pop into the toilet. Make sure you wash your hands before your face. Pop somewhere quiet, sit outside, do some alternate nostril breathing. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. The wiggling the bum on the mat, why does that work? You've got to think left, right, up, down, inhale, exhale. When we engage the mind, that little gland, the amygdala, which is where our flight-fight response is a very small part of your brain. It's the oldest part of your brain. We can get that to shut the fluffy ducks up, yeah, by using the rest of the brain. So thinking left, right, up, down, inhale, exhale, shuts it down for us and gives us that moment of, Okay, so onto your backs, everyone. Let's do our general warm-up. We'll work a little bit into the hips like we did yesterday. Glide yourself down. Today we're going to open the hips up a little bit differently. I'd like to draw the right knee in towards your leg. Take that leg up to the sky like we did yesterday. For those that were here, give it a caress. Feel how that leg's getting on today. Touching yourself gets you into the body, into the now. You're at home, but I can see you, so don't be too inappropriate, all right? Keep the knickers on, people. And then guide the right ankle over the left knee. So we're making that figure 4 shape. You've done this plenty of times. We're going to do it yogic style. Flex the foot. So you've got a nice angularness. New word, angularness. Take the hands and guide them to wrap around the left thigh. Draw that on up. Now, make sure the alternate leg, the left leg, the shin is parallel to the ceiling. Okay? Take hold of the foot, maybe the knee for a bit of support. Inhale. Exhale, draw chin in towards the chest and squeeze. Release the head back down to the mat. Slide the hands behind the thigh and draw it in and squeeze in that direction. Breathe. You'll feel lots of resistance. Maybe take a rotation of the ankle, the left ankle. And then take another full breath in. Exhale, squeeze it a little bit deeper. And maybe you want to bring the forehead up towards kissing the toes. And release back down. Unfold the legs. Take right leg up to the sky. Oh. Click and rotate the ankle, foot down to earth. Let's take the other side. Some people out there will super flex your hips. Good for you. Mine aren't. Taking left leg up to the sky. So as ever, yoga has kept its popularity. Take the foot over the knee. Slide the hands around the thigh. Over to you. Drawing yourself up for a bit of squeeze. Lowering head back down. Shin parallel. Keep the right foot alive. And then draw that in towards you. There's a reason why yoga's become more popular. There's a reason why it's still about the way it is. It's been reinvented in 1,000 ways. Pilates, body balance, a multitude of names that have been created. But yoga is yoga at the end of the day. There is only one. And the reason it's so popular is it does this for us. It causes the perfect pause in life. Good. When you're ready, release the leg. Take it up to the sky. Plant the foot down on the mat. Draw both knees in towards the chest and then send the legs up to the sky today. Flex them on upwards. Reach your fingertips towards the toes. Before we begin, just bring chin in towards the chest and lift on up a little. And then release back down and put the elbows onto the mat. Relax your shoulders and the collarbone. And repeat. Slide the fingers up, flex the heels, go to touch the tootsies. And then lower it back down. A squeeze and release. And exhale. Chin towards chest, reach towards the toes. And release. Taking both hands to prayer in front of your heart. We're going to take them over to the right side. We're going to point down by the right knee for a little squeeze. Inhale. Exhale, point over to the right knee, a little old squeeze. Inhale, hands back to heart, connecting. Exhale, squeeze to the other side. Inhale, back in. Repeat. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, waking up the breath. Exhale. Inhale. One more to lefties. Exhale. Inhale. The blood will have drained out of your feet by now, so draw the knees back in, rotate the ankles, fingertips behind the back of the knees, if you please. And let's take a few rock and rolls, and I'll meet you in seated again. Couple of rock and rolls, bums to the air, feet to the ground. Arms to the air, feet to the ground. All day long I could do this, all day long, but I think they're trying, the men in the white coats would come and get me, and come all the way up. When you're ready, come to face the camera again. So we'll go back to our stress relieving process. Take your hands to prayer in front of you. Inhale, open the fingers and spread them, nice and wide. And take a moment to breathe into the space in your hands. If you inhale, imagine it filling up with something. Exhale, imagine it pouring out. So what would you like to free hand? I'm thinking of rose petals today. Don't know why, just like the idea of it. Inhale, beautiful handful of rose petals, and exhale. For Debbie out there, maybe it's bubbles or champagne. Inhale, and exhale. For those of you who'd like to work with your heart chakra and how to see it filling up with beautiful green light. And exhale, it pouring into the heart. One more like this. Inhale. And exhale. Close the hands in. So, now I've lulled you all into a false sense of security. Let's get onto the mat standing and go through what I like to see is a bit more of a powerful vinyasa flow. We're going to be doing some warriors and awkward side angle pose, Vibhajasana and Parsvakonasana. So, over to your cameras, everyone. Set it up for standing. See you in a moment. Coming over. Boobs to camera. Everyone, boobs to camera, please. Boobs to camera. Lots of boobs. Lovely. Hoping I've got myself right there. It'll be good, No, I need a little bit more of a... No. Let me check. A bit more lower down for me, guys. Bear with me. Just get my positioning. How's that looking? I think that should be a good space for you all to see what I'm up to. If anyone would like to give me a bigger house, that would be great. I think I might be off camera at present. Sorry, guys. Yeah, got no head. Thanks, Sue. I'm decapitating myself. Do not decapitate oneself. So when I go down to the mat, you know what I'll be doing. We've all done it before. Sue, am I I'm better now, Sue, yeah? Ha ha, I like it. Standards are always good from Sue, never lets me down. So, stand with your feet hip distance apart. We're going to start with an easy moving meditation and layer it and layer it and layer it and layer it till we are whooshing and whizzing on the mat. So you've got no time to think of anything but which leg, what leg, when leg, if leg, which arm, right arm. Okay, are we ready? Before we start, we're going to shake the system. My favourite thing, I'll face you to do this. Feet a little bit wider than normal. Start with the hands. We do this on the floor sometimes. We call this, cover children's ears, we call this having a shit fit. Shake, jiggle the legs a little. on the shoulders and jangle the system. So, why does this work? What we do is we're resetting the central nervous system. Maybe some of you like to have a little bit of a, depending on your body today, maybe there's a little bit of a movement, a jangling up, a jangling down. Have a little, and then stop. Close your eyes. Feel your system. Feel what's happened to your body. What we've actually done is made a fake version of what it feels like to start having an anxiety attack, okay? So what it feels like for those who've never had one. The breath gets out of control. There's a tingling around the system. So when we fake one, what we do is we learn how to move through the feeling. So as you close your eyes, you'll notice it start to subside as you breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. You start to feel yourself root back down into the air. Okay, I'm going to go for another one of those. For those of you who've never ever experienced an anxiety attack, give it full welly. For those of you who have, give it 70%, yeah, and then we'll work on the breathing together. So here we go. Get ready to jangle the system. Start off slow. So it is a bit like when the body starts to get those feelings. I mean, some of you probably felt it if you've had to go and do a talk in front of somebody or a test situation. And we start to get that feeling, or somebody points us out in a big confidence, oh my God, it's me. So start to make this fake feeling of stress and anxiety around the body. And then you get it more. And still. Just still. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the nose. Focus on the sensations. Don't run away from them. Run towards them. So come on then. Just the best you've got. And feel the settling. Feel the heartbeat. And pause and be still. When we practice those sensations and feelings on the yoga mat, when they happen in real life, we're ready. We're used to it. We're akin with it. So let's move into our salutations now. I hope you like that practice. Practice shaking off your SHIT on a regular basis. Do recommend going to the toilet before you do that. I drank a litre and a half of water for breakfast, and I can feel it now sloshing around. So get your yoga mat straight. Let's move on to our salutations. Feet hip distance apart. Hands to prayer. Let's get our groove on. Inhale, take the hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold any which way you like. Inhale, look up for the flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Arms out to the side, rise on up. Inhaling. Exhale, hands to prayer. Okay, full focus. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, full fold. Arms out to the side and rise. So we're nice and easy. Maybe baby back bend. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Okay, stay with me on this one. Inhale, right leg back, knee on the ground. Hold the breath into plank pose. I'm just going to go off camera, I think. Down I go. Exhale, lower to the mat. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, back child's pose. Starting off steady. Forehead to the mat, maybe the knees together. If the knees don't like to be folded completely, keep the tailbone to the sky. Keeping your head down, no need to look up anybody. Keep your heads down. Just taking the right hand over to the left, so they kiss on top of one another, and stretch the side body. Full inhale through the nose and a full exhale onto your mouth through your mouth. Inhale nose. Exhale through the mouth. Good. Inhale back to all fours. Hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck the toes under. Downward dog. Inhale, bring right leg forward. Back knee onto the mat. Take the gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, front of the mat. Inhale, arms to the side, and we'll rise. If you're short space, take them in front of you. Exhale, we'll forward fold straight away. Inhale, left leg back, knee down, eyes forward. Retain the breath, plank position, Kumbhakasana. Exhale, lower to the mat as you will. Inhale, lift the heart, cobra. Exhale back, child's pose, tuck the toes under. This time we take right hand over to the left hand and we stretch. Full breath into the ribs, big full breath. Exhale now. Inhale, full breath. Exhale now. Let it go. Inhale, back to all fours. Exhale, downward dog. Nice and steady. Keep your knees bent, everyone. Bums to the sky. Lovely bottoms on camera. How beautiful. And then stepping forward, left leg. Remember, you can wang it round the outside. You can pop the knees down first. Looking forward. Ready? Forward fold. Front of the mat. Catapult yourself there. Bosh. Arms out to the side and we rise again. Okay, we're going to leave out the child's pose this time. Exhale, forward fold. Full flow. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back, right leg. Hold the breath into plank. Exhale, lower to the mat. Knees can go first. Point the toes strong. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, straight to downward dog. Glide it on back. Inhale, right leg forward. Plonk it down, back knee down. We'll wait for a moment here, gaze to the tip of the nose. Exhale, forward fold, as before. Rise on up, heart and head to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. So we're in a groove now, we're moving. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, tuck the chin in. Inhale, left leg back, knees down, eyes are forward. Retain the breath into plank. Exhale, glide down to your mat. Point the toes, lift the heart, Bhujangasana. Tuck the toes under, downward dog, glide it round. Left leg comes forward, plant it down, gaze goes up. Exhale, forward fold. Now hang, just hang out there. Soften the knees, take the tailbone up nice and high. We're not going to muck about today, we're going to get straight into some warriors now. Inhale, arms up to the sky, reach on up. Exhale, hands to prayer, a moment of steadiness. And when you take your hands to prayer, when we have a little rest here, get the thumbs onto the sternum of the body so you can feel your own heartbeat. Spread the fingers so there's room for energy to move. And see if you can feel the sensation of that luddud, that thump thump. Okay, we're going to go into some warriors, a little bit of balancing, nothing like a balance to keep your focus. Are we ready? Inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Straight back with the right leg. Inhale, right leg back, knee goes down on the ground. Exhale, release the foot so the top of the foot is on the mat. Inhale, hands will come up to the sky, reaching on up. Exhale, gentle twist over to the left side, the most awkward side. The most awkward, yeah, the one that's the most uncomfortable. Inhale, hands will come up to the sky. Open out to easy side. Ah, lovely. Inhale, hands back up to the sky. Look on up. Exhale, hands go down either side of the front foot. tuck the back toe under, lift the back knee, inhale into plank. Hardcore yogis, you can hover the leg, lower down to the mat. That one's for you, Sue. Inhale, lift up the heart. Back into downward dog. Smooth and steady. Okay, 3 to 5 breaths here. What are you going to do when you get there? Root and tooting the fingers. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Think long neck. A softness in your knees. And a lifting of the pelvic floor. Good. Let's raise right leg up to the sky somewhere, anywhere you feel like it. Swing that leg on through to the front of the mat. Shake, shimmy, grab, holler and pull it high onto your fingertips. Turning in the left heel, we're going to ease ourselves up into warrior two. Now this is my favourite one for explaining being in the now. A lot of you have heard this before, so if it's a repeat, tough titties. Yeah, settle into the front leg, press out through the back. Look over the fingers. Warrior two is like the spear of destiny before it's thrown. It's the moment of stillness. The future is in front of you. It's okay to look that way because that's the way we're going. We have a little check behind. We don't say we just look to the past. Thank you. Still stable as it was. Can't change that. Take the gaze forward and root down. Split the arms nice and wide. Feel the hips open and be still. Be that patient warrior. We're going to make sure we get a lot of work in the legs today because when we feel physical sensation, we're back in the body. Happy days. We're going to take the point of the right hand up to the sky, left hand combined behind. If you wish, you can wave from underneath. Lovely. Inhale, back to warrior two. Legs will be feeling it. Good. And then point the right hand down on the inside of the right leg. Now, options available. The elbow can go to the knee. We're going to be creating a lovely long line across the body. And we're going to extend the arm nice and long over the top. The hand is pointing on the inside. Make sure you keep those legs strong. Lovely work, Trudy. Heart goes up to the sky. Turn towards the sky. And here's where we're going to feel it. And I can see you all individually. We're going to come back to warrior two, but we ain't going to straighten that leg. No, no, no. We're going to come back up. Inhale and power up that warrior two. Feel the sensations in your body. Feel it. Use your breath. Now settle the breath as you allow those sensations to run through you. Start feeling some heat. Good. Straighten the front leg, sweet and joyously. Reach. Top arm to the sky. Oh, very nice. Swing both arms parallel to the earth. Now come with me on this one. Take the hands behind you. We'll be in a bit of an awkward position now, sort of off to an angle. What I'd like to do is to bend back in to that front leg. Just bend in. Guess what? All that sensation's gone now. All that searing agony, yogic discomfort. Open the chest, open the shoulders back, lengthen. I'm just going to bow on in. Bow onto the inside of your right leg. Arms may elevate to the sky. Keep pressing firmly into the earth. And there'll be no surprise that from this position, we will be going back to warrior two. I want you to feel. I want you to be feeling those sensations. Are we ready? Release the arms. Point them forward towards the top of the mat. Then we're going to swirl all the way up, back into warrior two. Oh, wonderful feelings are happening inside my body. Maybe glad to know you're going to get out of this side now. Yeah. And let's come down. Swing the leg back. If it's still working, child's pose. Oh, have a little moan about it. Ease on down. And root back into that child's pose. Just root back in. Close your eyes. And as ever, the name of the game is being aware that everything is temporary. All those deep sensations, all those feelings of ow, ow, get me out of here, I don't like that, all that's uncomfortable, I can't hold this, I can't do this feeling, when we come to rest, like magic, it just ebbs away and we get that sweet kind of release. Okay, wouldn't be right if we didn't do the other side. Like I always say, if we only do one side, we'll have wonky shopping trolley. So inhale into all fours. Just to release that right leg, drag it back behind you on all fours and stretch out the muscles, stretch out the sole of the foot. We've been doing this one quite a lot. If you like this feeling, you want an extra layer, some of you that comes to power yoga, you either stay here and open the back of the foot out, or press the fingers into the mat, draw the knee in towards the chest, arch the spine, kiss the knee, high toes. Knees go back down onto the mat. Tuck the toes under, downward dog, lengthen both legs. Stepping forward with the right leg into the low lunge, down it goes, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, front of the mat. Arms out to the side, we rise, regroup, come back up to standing, and exhale, forward fold, let's go to the other side. Should feel quite a difference between the legs now. Inhale, look up, flat back. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears, exhale, forward fold. Okay, left leg is going back. Left leg goes back. Knee goes down. We look forward. Good. Stepping the leg back. You can go for the hover, some of you. Slide that leg back. We hover. Oh no, sorry, twisty, look twisty. Oh, why didn't some of you tell me? Sue, why didn't you tell me? Where are you, Sue? Give me a wave, Sue. Thanks, Sue. Back into low lunge, everyone. Inhale, hands up to the sky. We've got to twist it out. Release the back foot. Take a twist around to the right, your awkward side. Couple of breaths in the twist. I've got my back to you. Inhale, hands come up, above. Open out to the easy side. So we don't open the hips, we're doing those kind of warriors. We may twang something. Let us not twang. Inhale, both hands up to the sky. Lengthen your heart up. That's better. Well done, Baldwin. And hands down to the mat. Here we go. This feels right. Tuck the back toe under. Inhale into plank. Maybe a hover of the right leg. We lower down. Inhale, point your toes. Lift chest. Exhale. Rock back. Downward dog. Okay. Left leg is going to come through. Maybe give it a little raise up to the sky. Swing the leg on through. I'll have my back to you now. Foot goes down on the mat. Turn down the back heel. Ease ourselves up into our first left side. Warrior two. I'm going to turn the other way so my audio is good, but I will keep working on that hip. Lengthen out. Okay, it should be about one of your own leg distances apart down there. There's a tendency to rock forward in this pose. That often tells me that someone is very much worrying of the future. Yeah? Oh. So ease back into centre. Stack it all on up. Have a little gaze behind at the past. How is it? As it always is in the past. Take that little gaze forward. Focus your future in your crosshairs. Sort of kind of getting ready to get ready to get ready. I'm getting ready for it. Because the journey's never done. There's always something else. Settle into that front leg. Equalise the weight between the two. I'm waffling. I'm holding you here. Keep it in there, people. You've got this one. We'll take left hand up to the sky. Bind the right hand behind, reaching up. This will make you dip your hips. Come back to warrior two. Take the elbow down onto the knee. And if you do that first in awkward side angle, you'll tend to go a little bit deeper into them hips. Then we can point the fingers down to the earth and extend the arm nice and long. over to you here. If this is putting too much strain, put the elbow on the knee. There's no one else there. Do what you like. You can even just go, oh, too much, and then come back. So over to you. So you're going for the full pose. Take the heart and the head up towards the sky. And then, you got it, back to warrior two. Feel it. I want you to feel it. Don't run away from it. I want you to feel the sensations. Practice your strength. Practice your gumption and umption on the mat. Then we'll take a sweet straight with the front leg, and oh, that delightful feeling of when we do that. Yeah? We'll go back into our warrior two. Ease back into it. Nice and steady. Settle on in. And then take the hands behind the back. Ready for the open-hearted, humble warrior. Open the chest with that awkward side angle feeling. Now bow in. Breathe here. If you're cheeky, you can rest a shoulder on the knee, but don't tell anyone I told you about that. That's for when you're teaching or in the yoga class. Lots of the people are thinking, bugger me, this is getting tough. Are we ready? You can't get out of this one though. Release the hands and fly back up to your warrior two. It's going to be uncomfortable. Yeah, I know, but work that. Breathe it. And then cartwheel the hands down, either side of the front foot, and down we go. Child's pose. Oh, oh, oh. And then surrender in. Oh, you have earned that. Oh, you have. So, today unusually, because I'm building this class around anxiety, the real deal anxiety, the real deal. We're going to go from this posture back up to a seated pose. Okay, so come with me. Find yourself seated. I want you to still have those sensations and feelings in your hips. You over to cameras, everyone. Face the camera. Ta-da. I hope you all noticed, you lot, look, I've been putting makeup on. Look, mascara, foundation. Do you know what my bloke said to me? He goes, oh, you look all right with makeup on. I didn't know how to take it. Should it be, you should be wearing more makeup? Or was it just being bloody lovely? I think it's been lovely. Anyone good at taking compliments out there? Anyone? Anyone? No. Didn't think so. Right, I've got this for you. I came prepared. Presentation time. Okay, got a little game for us to play, everybody. All right, I hope we can get all of that on there. Ta-da! This is grounding for anxiety. Okay, this is a very well used technique. You might know it, but you've not done it my way. All right, so you can either choose to lay down right now, or you can stay set upright. You can listen to my dulcet tones if you lay down and close your eyes and rest, or you can sit upright and give me full focus. So why does this work? As I said, if we engage the whole brain, left and right hemisphere of the brain, when we're feeling anxious, we ground ourselves in the now. We get present. So, number one, in grounding, 5 things you can see. So open your eyes and look for unusual things. Don't just say, right, wall. I want you to look around and see something unusual. Be specific about it. Okay, I am seeing iPad, which is connected. That's number one. Number 2, coloured Sharpies from writing this earlier. Next one, I've got a painting of waves. I've got lots of painting of waves. Got to think about waves. So go around your room now and find 5 things and detail them. Detail. No, don't just go, blue book. The blue book is my bottle of water. It's half full. Yeah. So get precise. Next one, 4 things you can touch. I'm going to go straight in with my nipple. It's always there. It's never let me down. But physically touch something. So take the cloth of your clothing. What does it feel like? I've got some smooth, super dry leggings on. Feel the carpet. I'm in rented accommodation. I wouldn't have bought it myself. Bit cheap and nasty. But be precise about it. Back of my neck, smooth and warm. So physically touch. Don't think about it. I need you to touch it. Touch it. Yeah? Whatever it is. Oh, this will make you laugh, everyone. Can't find my tweezers. So what can I touch? Bristles. Ah! Personal note. Okay, 3 things you can hear. The sound of my gob. Nothing new there. Listening for another sound. What can you hear around the house? Their little feet scampering about, puppies or children. Has your partner got flatulence? I don't know. Mine does first thing in the morning. Shouldn't share that, should I? But I have now. I have. It's out there. It's done. We're recording this. And you find those 3 things. Number 2, 2 things you can smell. This isn't necessarily already pleasant, okay? But if you're driving, it could be the smell of exhaust fumes. It could be, well, you're not here, so I'm not bothering to air deodorant at the moment. My own aromatic smell. Yeah, what can you smell? I'm wearing bergamot essential oil today, so that's my predominant aroma. And then lastly, what can you taste? For me, I put on some lip balm by Lush, and it is chocolate. So I can taste chocolate. Happy days. So we take these 5 things. 5 things you can see, 4 you can touch, 3 you can hear, 2 you can smell, and 1 you can taste. By the time you've done that, in whatever situation you're in, guaranteed your anxiety or stress levels will drop down. This is a classic, it's a winner, and it works. Okay, and I've used it a lot. For the rest of the week, we're going to do a few more of these techniques, but when you're on your own, shake and have a shit fit, breathe, and learn how to deal with the sensations that come up, because it's under your control, you started it. Number 2, practice doing this. Practice doing it when you're not feeling like you have a sense of impending doom. You know, the impending doom, the cold feeling, whoosh, at the body. That feeling, yeah? Practice it when you're not in that state. So when you do get there, it'll be easy for you to achieve it. So that today is my specific and special class to deal with anxiety, stress, and build up before it becomes too much. Okay, deal with it now. Yeah, it's a bit like pruning your garden. If you let it get all overgrown, you've got a nightmare on your hands. If you keep pruning at it little bit, day by day, come keep joining us. So I think we're about out of time. It's 11:04. You've probably got lots of things not to be getting on with. Give me a wave of stuff you've not to be getting on with. Yeah, wave on the not getting on with. Oh, I could clean out that cupboard, couldn't I? Yeah. Or I could probably go and do that. Oh, the refrigerator, that needs a clean, doesn't it? I'll go do that. Yeah, I'll go do some accounting. Yeah, he's got lots of things not to be doing. So just before you go, and just lay down on your mat just for a second. Lay down, lay down, lay down, lay down. Just rest. And what I'm going to do now is different to other days. I'm going to leave the meeting first, and I'm going to leave you just to, if you can, root down, take a moment, yeah, and imagine we're doing our metaphorical pat on the back for getting on your yoga mat. And I just want you to lay there for as long as you can manage. It could be 5 breaths, it could be 20 breaths, but I'm sending Shavasana over to you today. So all I'm going to say is I love you all in your imperfectly perfect way. You're marvellous, you're wonderful. The universe chose to make you just as you are in this moment. And as far as I'm concerned, you lot are better than everybody else out there. You're first, they're second. I love you all. Peace, love and light on your journey. See you all tomorrow. Mwah.